Everyone, it's me, Tish, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you are not. Today we're going to be going over my March wrap-up. So March was a pretty slow reading month for me. I was able to read 2 manhwas and 1 audiobook. I did start a physical book, but I'm still reading it because for some reason it's got my attention, but it's going really slow, so it hasn't really hooked my attention enough to keep me like not wanting to put the book down, but I'm interested enough in it that I want to see where the story goes, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping to finish that up in April. Right now I'm kind of taking a break from it, and I'm going to be reading a good material as my first read for April, and then I'm going to go back and pick that book back up and see if I can finish it. Today we're going to be talking about those 2 manhwas and the 1 audiobook that I listened to. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe to see more of my face and more of my content. Alright, so I'm going to start with the 2 manhwas, and that is going to be Solo Leveling 7 and 8. I'm finally all caught up with the series, and I really can't wait till volume 9 comes out because a lot of big things happen in both of these 2 volumes, and it's really just got me like really reinvested into the story, like I was when I picked up the first couple of volumes. And I really love that about Solo Leveling, is because it has all these really big kind of volumes, and then it kind of slows down, and then it gets big and kind of slows down, so it always just kind of keeps you really involved in the storyline. I do need to finish the anime as well, and I did see that it was greenlit for a 2nd season, which is great because so much more happens in these later volumes, and I would just really hate for people not to be able to see it if they haven't read these in the anime. But these 2 volumes, I can't say much without spoilers, but they were both really good. I gave them 4 stars for both. The action was great. I love seeing Jinwoo really be there for his family and really make his decisions based on the love that he has for his family. That will always ring like really hard in my heart as someone who's like really family oriented, and I really love that kind of characteristic in main characters. So I am very excited to see where he goes, and very excited for his growth because it seems like he just keeps getting more powerful, obviously, because he just keeps leveling up, and I'm just very curious to see where he ends up in the later volumes. Now, the next book that I want to talk about is YN by Esther Yi. This book is about a girl who's obsessed with a K-pop idol, and it kind of shows her navigating her relationships, her friendships, and then kind of following him to Seoul on this kind of weird self-discovery trip. This book was probably one of the weirder books that I've read. While I was listening to it, I couldn't really tell if it was taking itself too seriously or if that was kind of the point. Our main character definitely needs to touch grass, and upon listening to it, it made me feel very sane as a K-pop fan. I know that people in this space tend to joke around a lot about how the K-pop idols are like our husbands or our boyfriends and things like that, but at the end of the day, it's all jokes and it's to have fun. But this book is the definition of taking it too far. And the scary part is that I have come in contact with a few fans that are exactly like this online, and it is wild. I don't understand how mentally you can get to a space where you genuinely believe that this person who you've never met before somehow knows you better than everybody else, knows you better than your family, that y'all are like destined to be together. I don't know what it would take to get there, and I don't ever want to know. As someone who can get pretty hyperfixated on different things, I have hyperfixated on different K-pop groups, mainly BTS, but it has never ever occurred to me to be this delulu as the main character in this book. But again, I don't really know what to think about it even still after I finished it. I did give it a 3 out of 5 stars because I did enjoy listening to it, but again, like, I just don't really know what exactly it was trying to do apart from show a person's particular descent into madness when you become like so obsessed with something. But at the same time, she was kind of speaking in such a philosophical way about everything that it's almost beyond the average crazy fan or the average obsessive fan, because she was putting so much just philosophy in her obsession with him, but also what she thought their relationship was. So again, would recommend it to people who are into K-pop or who are into any kind of culture around like standing and things like that, because I think you would get it really well and it would be an interesting read for you. I also think that if stories about obsession and things like that are something that interests you, that this would be good for that as well. But again, I don't know. I still don't really know how I feel about it. I don't even want to say that it was good, but it wasn't bad either. It was just kind of in the middle. So yeah, that is going to do it for my March wrap up. Unfortunately, I didn't really get around to seeing any shows. I did start The Gentleman, but I didn't finish it, but I am loving it so far. I will say that the one show that I almost did finish was The Apothecary Diaries, but I do need to catch up on 2 episodes, but I absolutely love that. It got greenlit for a season 2 as well. So I'm very, very, very excited for when that comes out again, because I absolutely love Mao Mao and all of the characters in the show, and we'll definitely be picking up the manga for it as well. If you have read any of these books, which I know there were few, but if you have read any of these or any of them sound interesting to you, please let me know down in the comments below. And let me all know what you're planning on reading for April. I posted a picture of some of the books I want to get to in April. I've got a much more ambitious TBR for the month since March was so short for me. So I'd be curious to know what all you guys are reading. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.